In this video, we'll be creating model transform connections to artifacts in a Syndeia CR repository using the Syndeia Cameo plugin in the Syndeia 3.6 release. This continues the workflow demonstrated in video 31.2. Model transform connections allow data to be shared between models. In Syndeia Release 3.6, a single use case for model transform is supported by the Syndeia Cameo plugin. The transformation of DSCR parts, known as BOM position artifacts, to SysML blocks. Returning to the Connection Manager tab, we select Model Transform in the center. I can drag a part from the power supply parts list in DSCR at ICACS into a SysML package and confirm. In a few moments, this artifact appears as a block on the left. If I expand the part, we see that a series of attributes of the part have been carried over into SysML as value properties. I can also select multiple parts by clicking with Ctrl or Shift keys and do the same thing with multiple parts. Back in Cameo, we can see the new blocks and display any of them in a diagram. I am going to change the default value of one of the value properties. Returning to the Syndeia Client dashboard, I am going to the Connection Search tab, refreshing the list of connections. I will right-click the one for the SysML block I have just changed and select Compare, Source, and Target. Note that the Cameo elements are always the source. The Comparison Result tab shows that the data across the connection is no longer self-consistent and that the X-coordinate attribute differs between the SysML block and the DSCR part. We can update the shared data by right-clicking on the line with the connection ID and choosing Sync Target to Source. This will overwrite the SysML block values. This would work equally well if the DSCR part attributes had changed. However, Sync Source to Target is not implemented in the current Syndeia release. We cannot update DSCR from Cameo. Custom mappings are not currently implemented for DSCR Cameo model transforms. Your Settings tab should leave the Use Mapping checkbox unchecked. The only other setting for DSCR determines the number of items shown when pagination of lists occurs. Empty indicates that the default value of 20 is used. Contact the InterCACS online help desk if you have other model transform use cases you would like to see implemented for DSCR.